We are. I thought I was already on the line.
We are.
Episode 151 V2.
Yeah.
Let's make a rocket.
151 V2. Nice.
Well, apparently, when I was looking through and starting the event, I saw that we had a 151 already. So,
Whoops.
Nice.
And we'll do proper, since it is the current weekend of the Open, we'll do it in proper tying. Fuck. Where was I going with? Oh, we'll skip
I have
150.
no
Man,
idea.
you're
go
out,
to 152.
damn, you're out of practice.
I am. Holy shit. I haven't been on the air in how long?
Several minutes now.
Well, I have alcohol. I have my screen, and I have guns.
Winning
What else do you need?
Winning.
Says the guy wrenching on his washer.
Stupid front-loading washers.
Honey didn't.
Nah, those washers are amazing. They've been.
They're beasts, man.
Oh, okay, I
Fucking
will.
put, like,
I
a
will
ton
give.
of shit in them.
I will give Mr. Mom the credibility of okay. I will trust your thoughts on this.
12 years without any problems. Though ours is pretty good for a washer anymore.
Yeah.
Fair
Sadly.
Well, welcome everybody.
Hi there.
Hi.
Welcome to our little show.
Oh, this is a neat little show you guys got here.
Make sure to tell the moose I said hello.
Oh, I miss you guys.
Are you some kind of a retard?
Oh man, do you do an announcement in Discord at all of if the show goes?
Yeah, I just put the links in Gun Hall of Shame, and then in general.
Probably should
I
watch the.
don't do an everyone ping just because that's kind of annoying and kind of a
It is.
little bit self-centered, maybe. I don't know.
Hey,
It's
look what I
okay.
can do.
It's okay, but it's not okay for being self-centered. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I try to be a little bit humble at least.
I'm the
It's
humble
hard.
man. I know.
It's fucking hard to do.
Okay, Trump.
Hugely humble. Has he ever?
I
said
am
the
by
word humble?
far the most humble person on this panel. That was a little Kennedy mixed in there. I just got done watching the whole To the Moon
Back and
Alice
to the left?
series.
Oh,
No,
oh, you're still on Rockets, right? And now why
Yeah.
we want to get on a new list?
right.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, it seems really simple to make a V2.
I
If
mean,
they could do it in 1940 freaking 3 or whatever.
in a
I mean, come on.
cave with slave
Yeah.
labor.
Yeah. Easy mode.
You know, the slaves were somewhat well incented, though.
Yeah, I think most slaves are usually well incentivized. It's either work or die,
Mm,
right?
Yeah.
negative reinforcement. Yeah, bad.
You didn't meet your quota today. Oh no.
Wait, I'm trying to place that accent because it
Uh,
wasn't quite German. Oh no!
I saw nothing. That was from the 70s when Nazis were funny.
Yeah. Hogan's
You know-
Heroes.
Do you know
Mhm.
that
Yep.
Colonel and Schultz were both Jewish?
Yep, and they loved doing it for that fucking reason to show the
That
Nazis
made
as
fun
complete.
of the Nazis.
Yep. Schultz is my. I still quote him to this day. Speaking of old shows that, yes, I watched a lot of. Hogan's Heroes was definitely the go-to to watch when you were home skipping school.
Yes. Or all summer long in the afternoon.
Pretty much.
That was my afternoon as a sunset jam back when I was a kid. It's amazing.
I preferred this show called Outside.
Well, we had outside also, but
Your Outside is probably a little more burny than mine at the time, though.
no, it's-
Or
I-
unless you were cold in
A little
Alaska.
more,
It would've
little
been-
more mosquito-y.
my outside was play on farm equipment, saddle a horse, and ride it myself, shit like that. And then I watch a little TV too once in a while.
That sounds remarkably similar.
Let's go up on the side of the hill and look at the L. Like it was a navigation fucking beacon, or the
Yeah.
big painted rocks thing.
Oh man,
Yeah.
growing up in rural America.
When accidents happened and kids maybe didn't make it all the way.
But
that
you still
probably
didn't
happened
die of
just as
measles.
often.
But you
or
still
more
didn't die of
often.
measles. You died
No.
of your own stupidity.
Yep.
That was the best part of that of growing up in the 80s and the 90s is that you might have killed yourself over being a dumb fuck, but you still didn't die of some fucking, ancient fucking childhood disease that had
It was
been
a
eradicated.
golden age. Polio was fixed. They knew what rickets was.
Mhm.
And we all just
Fruity Pebbles existed.
Exactly.
I think it's pretty sure it still exists.
I'm pretty sure it still exists. Yeah.
But it was new then.
Remember when
does Applejack still exist? Because I thought they had the whole thing over not actually having
It
any
still
apples.
exists.
do you remember when Super Honey Bear or whatever, Sugar Bear? It was called Sugar Bear.
Bear, yeah.
The same
Oh.
name as the pimp character on Starsky and Hutch.
Yes, exactly. Sugar Bear.
That was Honey Bear.
All right, maybe it was Honey Bear.
Nope.
Was it Sugar Bear? I don't know. I
I'm
didn't watch.
I'm Googling right now.
Oh, Apple Jacks aren't orange anymore.
Nope.
What? They're X's?
They've always been kind of that shape. They've never looked like because a jack.
No, they've always
a-
been O's.
No.
Yes. Apple Jacks were Fruit Loops.
Yeah, I'm going
but
with
just
Omni here.
with
Yeah. But apple flavored.
Oh God, am I wrong?
What?
It's Honey Bear,
The
wasn't it?
I don't know. The disambiguation page on Wikipedia doesn't mention cereal or Sugar Bear. Well, shit. I misremembered.
Warm
Okay.
Waffles said they were O's, so I'm outvoted.
Where was that at? Was that in-
Sugar Smacks.
Next on Serial Live.
Yes, Sugar Smacks. Sugar Smacks were the worst fucking goddamn cereal out there, but they
Nope.
were. It was amazing, but it
Captain
was
Crunch still
literally
beats them.
as horrible.
Yep.
Off-brand anything is just horrible, like Tasty O's, shit like that. The stuff that your parents want to trick you
No.
and like buy a big
Honey
bag
Smacks.
of shit.
No,
Honey
I have
Smack.
to
I think-
disagree because I think Fruity Dino Bits are the best version of Fruity Pebbles. that exist. So
the best way to eat Fruity Pebbles actually is as Rice Krispie treats.
That actually is really fucking good.
Yep.
I made some of those for my kids not that long ago.
There's a
Fruity Pebbles.
marijuana themed sandwich restaurant near my house that has them that way, and that's how I discovered that. And it was freaking good.
I mean,
Oh.
any cereal can be amazing if you remake it with a fuck ton of marshmallow.
Marshmallows. Yeah.
Oh, shocker! It's great when you add more sugar to this absolutely sugarized thing. Endorphin rush. But it was Honey Smacks with the frog. Is that what we're talking about?
I think so, but it used to be called Sugar Smacks.
yeah, I thought they were called.
Yeah,
Sugar
it was Sugar Smacks.
I got the bear and the
Now-
frog mixed up.
But it's now Honey Smack. The bear
Yeah.
was what one was that?
He was physically he
No,
was
Cookie
physically
Crisp was the monster.
he was physically violent too. The bear. He used to punch people. I think.
Yogi Bear?
No, he was the hippie bear. he just extorted picnic baskets from campers who were afraid of him.
Yeah, it was Sugar Bear.
Mm-hmm. Was Sugar Bear the character?
Yes, on Golden Crisp.
Golden Crisp.
Now I will fucking sit down and gnaw on some Golden Crisp.
Different than Honey Crisp.
No,
Different than Cookie
just
Crisp.
different. I think one was Kellogg's and one was Post. So it was still just a puffed wheat with soaked in honey.
Oh, piece of
My
You know, it's
problem-
weird because like America is the only place where like cereal like that exists. Everywhere else, I have like actual breakfast. You know,
Yeah.
with like
Well, they also
eggs
advertise that it's part
ham.
of a whole
or
complete
muesli.
breakfast.
Yeah,
It's
it's
part of a complete
yeah,
breakfast.
yeah. The serving size is retardedly small. Those little tiny boxes that you get at the office fucking breakfast place or whatever, those are actually a
Actual
serving.
serving size.
Yeah, and then you're supposed to eat like a real breakfast with it, so it's a nutritious fucking breakfast.
But that's literally part of the
That-
law is that
that's
it's
like putting a little blob of fat in the top of a can of beans and calling it pork and beans.
well, it was cooked in pork fat.
Right. It actually contains a little molecule of pork. We found one.
Each can.
contains more rat turds than pork.
Yeah, that's fact.
Oh man.
It's below the threshold though for rat turds, I'm sure.
Rat turd allowance.
Mm-hmm. That's the RTA, right? You guys talk about that probably at the, at the plant there.
Yeah, there isn't a rat turd allowance, but there are several allowances. Usually everything is ground up so much so you couldn't identify as a rat turd yet anymore.
Weevils.
At that point, it's just another
yeah,
biological.
We know that there's rat turds in there, but what we want to know is whether the E. coli level is high enough to trigger anything.
Pretty much. I was gonna look up what our topics are tonight. We're talking about
Topics.
Really,
Here's the problem
I mean,
with Captain Crunch. I think it causes fucking gum cancer.
wait.
Every time
We
you
have-
eat Captain Crunch, it shreds the fuck out of your gums and turns them into hamburger, and then they have to reassemble themselves.
Who did you hear that from? That you all
I invented it. I never ate Captain Crunch because it was too injurious.
it's like a internet trope almost.
Yeah, just shredding the top of your mouth because it did. It
Oh
was
yeah, absolutely.
very horrible.
And if you chew up a whole fucking huge spoonful of it, you get like a little tiny mud puddle of cereal dust on your tongue. Basically, like it's all air. There's no fucking point in eating it.
surviving.
What?
It's
You
like-
can't
Surviving
survive
eating
on that shit.
No, I meant surviving the eating it because it
Oh,
hurts.
okay.
Yeah, I'm so tough that I used
I
to
bet-
eat Captain Crunch without milk.
I got to go back now and look on YouTube and see if I triggered some fools in the comments yet.
No, there's absolutely no one talking.
It's just
We have
fucking
8 people
tumbleweeds.
watching. I mean,
Four of which are us. Or
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just us and like 2 guys from Discord.
well, it's nice to see you guys at least.
Yeah,
Again, briefly.
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't even know you guys were going, but I had just gotten back.
Yeah,
from a-
you did.
I mean, yeah. you
I
did.
probably did.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
knew. You just
I just didn't even think of going down for some dumbass reason.
got 99 problems.
Yeah. We got together and bullshit one night, and then we all kind of just
Yeah.
disappeared the rest of the time.
And Pest paid his taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. Fluffy found me in the morning one time.
Just manic as fuck.
That wasn't very confident,
Yeah.
she said.
She's like, "Is your friend like? Does he have mental problems?"
only at 9 in the morning in Vegas.
I'm like, "Yeah."
I mean, I think you're technically allowed that.
he's
Vegas.
the slow one of the group.
Who did I describe you as? Who did I describe you as? That guy you live with?
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't remember Fluffy's name. Had to come up with that guy you live with.
That's great.
Oh,
That's an
funny.
awesome cover. Good job.
Hashtag no filter, I mean, I know that's supposed to be for pictures, but it's for speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually made it to bed at like 6 o'clock in the morning every morning, but
That's pretty good.
yeah, I think we went to the pool on Thursday or Friday, and that kind of wiped me out. So,
I don't think it didn't have anything to do with the alcohol, right? I mean, it was the
It's
pool.
just
yeah,
it was the
that
chlorine.
and- yeah, totally.
Adverse reaction to the chlorine.
There's all the food we ordered that I didn't eat.
Those deep breaths
Yeah.
put you under.
Sonar's failing on that show. It's finding every other thing with salvage in the name.
I'm just trying to find episode 10.
Huh?
I'm just trying to find episode 10 now.
Did you seriously get a bunch of episodes?
Mhm.
For real? Like, did you inspect the name of the release that it found?
Hold on.
Is this returning hits for Salvage Dogs, Salvage Hunters, Salvage Aussie Salvage Squad, the whole fucking deal? And I'm on a decent indexer, but I don't know. Like, or maybe there might be 2 entries in TVDB for it though, or something.
Hold on 1 second. Let's see here.
Seems like most of the topics in our topic channel have already been like resolved because it's been like a month since we've had a show.
Hold on. So share. Bum, 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 bum.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Now we're gonna get demonetized.
For what?
Because we're playing
You
stuff
actually
that's-
have video of the thing? All right. I'm going to have to... I can't replicate your results, but those are MASH titles and everything.
I'm just gonna skip around for a second, real quick.
Mustachioed bald man with a...
Andy Griffith.
Look, get on top of this car that you're selling. That was back when cars were... Oh, you're getting past reacts there. That's...
A buddy of mine actually found it, so
Hmm.
thank him. I can. Just looking now for episode
Well, I hope nobody's still aggressively pursuing copyright.
for
Stuff
really
on-
shitty stuff from the 70s that literally no one
But, like-
except a couple of dumbasses drinking on the internet remember.
It's amazing that 3 of us, the 4 of us, remember it. Actually, like,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, but you're.
I don't.
I'm actually super surprised Omni remembered it.
I remember I've watched a lot of historical shit, but then
Yeah, son of a bitch.
How's it going with the old washing machine there?
Oh, it's terrific.
that terrific.
So
is-
how many days have you not been able to do laundry?
3.
That's it?
Don't
That's not
worry,
bad.
the Tommy Bahama supply will not run out very quickly
No, we're
in
good.
Fluffy household.
Good for.
Plus,
you
you
know,
probably
I've
have
got,
laundry service somewhere close.
got a backup plan. 2 is 1, 1 is none.
This is quality television right here.
I just locked it on him because it's the most interesting thing going on.
Naturally. Well, here's your problem right here. This wire has got a little in it.
I did remember to unplug it first. So
Oh, good.
Kind of a good first step.
Always a plus. Cricket. So we have a thread for this show, huh?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
donkey
I didn't
shit.
put any
Oh,
topics in it because all of our topics were old,
fuck it. Let's
and
do it.
I left it up to people, and they didn't give a shit really.
Yeah,
We just want to see your smiling, drunk dumbasses. That's all.
Mm,
Nah, I'm pretty sure that's what they said. I'm gonna look and make sure. But
the only thing I mentioned was bringing up the great case splitter.
Oh yeah.
case splitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right. But
Like a log
Murphy's.
splitter, but for cases.
the only owner of the case splitter that was up to his ass in washer. Are you in the replace phase or the reassemble phase?
I'm
Looks
in
like the reassemble phase.
phase.
He has not tested it yet, but he's putting the side of the case on.
Uh-oh.
So I mean,
Well, I
you
fixed
know
it,
IT.
so I know it's good.
Uh-huh. Okay. Has it been that long since you were
Yeah,
at on help desk?
What series of misfortunes caused you to have so much confidence in yourself? Well, shit accidentally worked 3 times in a row, so now I'm feeling pretty good about stuff. So,
Well, I was thinking that I was probably going to replace these. So if I fix it and it lasts for some period of time longer, then it's all bonus.
I
Otherwise,
am
I'm gonna have to get the
43,
call tomorrow.
and I have yet to have a hangover.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
wait, what?
Somebody in
Either that,
Discord.
either
You're not
that,
drinking
or
enough.
they've never actually gone hard.
Yeah, you're not drinking enough.
Yeah. You're not applying yourself, kid.
Exactly.
He killed a whole fifth in an evening.
Okay. Of what?
Uh,
Clearly not rocket fuel.
Pucker.
Pucker.
Green apple pucker. Speaking of green apple,
San Juan.
yeah, this
Killed
is
me a-
actually really good shit.
Killed me a fifth of peppermint schnapps when I was 14 at a Girl Scout camp.
Wait.
Ooh. I think the killing the fifth of peppermint is like the least of the amount of questions I have in that sentence.
I think Fluffy knows the story. Uh-oh.
Yep.
The room has grown an evil head.
No, Mike.
What's going on, guys?
Very little. What are you doing?
Doing some Chick-fil-A tonight.
Nice. What are you doing to it?
I'm gonna nom my way across some waffle bread.
We were concerned you were suppressing yourself from participating this evening.
What was that, Fluffy? I couldn't hear you over the.
He's gonna nut his special sauce on the nuggets.
I said we were concerned that you were going to suppress yourself from participating this evening.
Well, I was thinking about it.
A little birdie told me.
Fucking barn swallows.
Yeah.
Why are you broadcasting from your closet?
Because
It's
he's
my
in it.
laundry.
It's his laundrette.
Because he happens to be in the closet right now.
All right.
Yeah, they come out later.
I was going to say.
Exclusively
I was
on
gonna
Gunnit
say,
Live.
if you're in the closet with a whole bunch of very vividly patterned shirts,
Wait, have you met Fluffy and his Tommy Bahama addiction? I'm just razzing him because he's putting the case back on without testing.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, why can't we hear him? And then I see that his boom mic was positioned vertical.
It was cattywampus. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You probably have to put the front back on so the door will close, so we'll even.
Yeah, it's got the
Shove a
whole fucking
screwdriver in there.
lockout. No, come on.
No.
That's not OSHA approved.
This is depressing. My large fries is not full.
Oh my god.
Because you ate half of them on the way home.
No, I didn't, you asshole.
Oh, it sounds like I got a
Oh god.
Serves me right for getting the peach milkshake.
By the way, Salvage aired exactly 40 years ago.
Really?
Yep.
40 years ago.
40.1.
Fucking old.
That explains why I can barely remember it.
I say that's still 3 years out of my wheelhouse for me and born.
What model year are you, Bart?
81.
Ah, yeah.
The millennial generation, the ones that can have that silver chair song about, make up to year in the year 2000 for your graduation when you're all failures.
It's amazing to me how much better the screws go in after you drop them once first.
Are they
Get some of those
self-tappers?
dust bunnies on them.
Yeah.
That's the poor man's anise.
Dust bunnies.
You know, that's true. There's fact there for sure. I gotta tell you, my 25-year-old whirlpool is a lot easier to put together than that thing.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Okay.
But it probably doesn't sing you lullabies when it's done.
That's
No,
true.
it doesn't do that because all it needs is a couple of dials and a button.
But the more buttons and more dials, it makes it like feel more special.
There's more shit to break. That's awesome.
That's why you like.
Speaking of more shit to break, what is wrong with that front-loading washing machine of yours, Fluffy?
Pump.
It's broken.
Turbo pump?
No.
No.
The turbo encapsulator?
The retro encabulator, sir.
Aha.
Man, that is one of my favorite. That's pretty high on videos on YouTube that I go back to rewatch, just
Which
for
one?
random reasons. Because it's just a great video to put on, or just show people.
Which video?
Turbo encapsulator?
Encabulator.
I know the term, but I haven't seen the video.
Well, I mean, you got to watch your Milford veins.
I have seen Badger, Mushroom. Does that make me cool?
You had to have seen the Rockwell video where the sales guy she used bullshit for 20 minutes.
I was a big fan of Terry Tate, office linebacker.
That's a good one. We used to play that at our sales meetings.
Oh.
Get everybody fired up. Okay,
Joe, you make some mo.
Where's your TPS reports, Richard? Come on, baby.
Oh, that sounds like a whole shitload of bullshit. My favorite video from the internet, I think, is the one where they have to do a red line that's green and there's 5 of them or whatever.
Red line that's green.
Yeah.
Tron?
If I Google red line that's green, I think it'll get it. It'll. Click on Vijayos. Oh, engineer feels like he's when he's surrounded by idiots.
That's like a
7 red lines, aka the expert. Yeah.
Oh, so what's everybody's planned purchases coming up? I know Bart's got something fun coming.
I am going to get a free gun from SIG.
Is it free?
But SIG's not a gun company, though.
Yeah, that is true. So SIG rewards.
It wasn't free then. It wasn't free then.
Well, kind of, sort of. So
no, you had to put work into it.
Free as in beer.
So apparently there is a 10x bonus on 226s, 229s, and 220s through July.
Please get rid of this shit for us. We're not making it very well anymore, and we need people to get rid of it for us.
Yeah. So, like, if you normally sell like a 226, regular 226, you get like 75 or 50 points. 75 or 50. Hang on.
How come you haven't? Why didn't you just get all the cans? Get all cans.
All right. Hold on. So a regular 226 Legion gets you 75 points, but there's a 10x bonus, so it really gets you 750 points. And I just sold like 6 of those in the past month. So
what is the scale on that anymore? It used to be where you got 6 points for selling and a fucking 716 G2. They must have.
You get 100 points for selling an MPX. You get 100 points for selling an MCX. You get 100 points for selling a 516.
So
but you get 750 points for selling a 226 right now.
So, but it sounds like that they've had some inflation in the SIG rewards since last time I actually participated.
Right. So just to give you a metric.
You get a wheelbarrow full of money. You get a wheelbarrow full of money.
So I get 750 points now every time I sell a 226 Legion.
And how much is a can?
Okay. Well, hold on. So the gun I wanted originally was like, okay, I wouldn't mind like a 716 patrol. How much is 716 patrol? 15,000 points.
Yeah, there's yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't have to get a 716. I can get an NPX. How much is the NPX? 16,900 points.
I'm sensing a pattern there.
Yeah, it sounds like they had some serious inflation.
Yeah, and so in the rewards, they don't even do cans anymore. They don't. They just do guns, pistols, rifles, and a web store credit. So
they stopped doing the cans because people are fucking retarded at SIG and don't know how to handle the fact that you put in for the reward, and then they don't contact you for like 8 months, and then they go, "Wait, you're a type 1 FFL. Who do you want me to send this to?" And you go, "Here, use this one," and then they forget the thing, and then about a year later you're wondering where your can is, and then you have to call them, and
yeah. So here's the other thing. So they're like, okay, you earn a whole bunch of points. So I sold a whole bunch of guns. I get, like 750 points times like 6 plus a couple of the rifles. I sold like 8 or 9 rifles, so that's like another 900 points. So I got like 6,000. I got like 6,000 points in my balance right now. Well, or it'll post shortly. So I'm like, all right, what can I buy for like 6,000 points? And every single pistol that they have in the rewards program does not have a threaded barrel. So as far as I'm concerned, they're all fucking useless.
So, weren't we talking about well-made 226? Can you even see that one?
So
Really? The contrast isn't high enough.
Yeah, I mean, this is a beat to shit.
Yeah, it's a beat the shit old 226, but
the ones from West Germany are the best ones.
West Germany, best Germany.
The only West German SIG I have is my my 228.
I still have never owned
And
a SIG.
that's a fantastic fucking gun.
The 228, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, none of they do 1, 2, 3, 4. They do 9 different models of pistols on the rewards program, and none of them have, not a single one has a fucking threaded barrel. So,
well, yeah, those are the ones that, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, do I want to cash in 4,000 points on a quote unquote upgraded 320, which I actually prefer the older trigger?
Wait, how many points is the 320?
The 320 to get like a basic Nitron BSS compact 320 is 4,000 points.
Compared to 16,000 for the rifle?
17,000. 16,900 for the MPX.
It just seems dumb.
That's definitely because they got a hell of a lot better margins on the 320.
So, yeah, so I'm like, okay, do I really want to spend 4,000 of my 6,000 points on a 320? Not really. So I think I'm just going to sell some more stuff, bank it up, knock out a couple more 226s, and just get I get an MK25 for 6,000 points.
It's that sounds to me like fucking SIG is being stupid, because the whole points of the reward systems are to get people to get the guns and have the guns and own the guns so they can sell the guns.
No, this is it's contrived because it's supposed to reward the salespeople.
That's what I said.
But the problem is, like, if you're a salesperson that enjoys SIG, you already own most of these guns. You need to have like limited run exclusive that is like a different variant. So
I think you have more money than the typical gun store employee.
Oh. Because you're an owner getting spiffs for sales guy weasel stuff.
And on the old SIG rewards program, the dealer got like the salesperson will get spiffs and the dealer will get spiffs on top of that.
And then your wholesaler got spiffs. and then your
field rep got spiffs.
So that kids is why you don't rely on the sales weasel to provide you with the information you need to make your purchase, because
Correct.
they are getting spiffs.
There's a reason that will always. So there are two reasons that
Spiff, spaceman spiff.
Yeah, regular old spiffs.
Space Red Smith.
there's two reasons that we push Rugers on you at the gun store, because the Ruger rewards program is great, and because it's actually a good fucking price deal and not a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's a decent gun.
It's a completely perfectly adequate AR-15 platform.
All right, so
or bolt gun.
All right, see now I'm torn. Do I go for the Do I go for the MK25 without a threaded barrel that I know I'm just going to shove in a drawer, or do I get the 226 Legion single action only that will also spend life in a drawer, but it'll be easier to get a threaded barrel into that than the MK25?
Which, if you want to be, is the new thing with the tungsten filled plastics frame an option on your rewards program there?
I don't think so.
Well, because that's the one you want.
Or I could just go old school and just get a 220.
That new tungsten filled polymer frame gun is the first SIG I've ever considered buying.
Well, if you're going to get a 220, you're going to want to get it in
That's
10.
an
but if you get
X5
it in
though,
10,
isn't it?
You got to.
I don't know. It's 220 is not polymer frame, sir.
Yeah,
220,
He was talking about the 220.
Oh, okay.
No, I like single stack 45s. I like single stack 45s and double stack 9s. Just don't ask why.
30-year-old boomer. Do you drink Monster for breakfast?
Monster sugar free.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Why
I don't. I am
Fuel.
caffeine and energy drink free. I've never touched any of that crap.
Well, aside from that, you're literally a 30-year-old boomer. If you're that age and looking for single stack 45s, that's crazy talk.
I have like 5 220s, and I am very fond of every single one of them. They're great guns.
Personally or on your professionally?
No. Personally, on the professional books, there are 1, 2, 3. Also 5 or 6 220s there. So yeah.
Holy shit balls. FC's a FUD.
I mean,
It happened.
you know, I still have a copper wire telephone, so.
You got a POTS line. You got a POTS line.
Hey, it's better than the party line we used to have.
So did reposting Sig Guy take your offer there, Fluffy?
Don't know yet. Not yet.
Hmm.
So we'll see.
Does he know what he has?
He probably does.
No, he
considering the price
actually
went for it.
he took the money offer, but he has to. He's telling me that this other guy wants the 308. Which I don't fucking understand why in God's name anybody would want the 308, but
Why in God's name?
Real fucking NATO, bro.
Cheaper ammo.
Why in God's name would it be wanted in the first place?
it's a $7,000 gun. What's the cheaper ammo have to do with
I
it?
want to be able to
Because-
hurl 20-cent 308 through this thing. God damn it.
Yeah, it's probably some younger kid that has money and doesn't
I hope it
realize
shoots wolf.
that. Gotta get those fluted barrels in there. That's why it's there to
I guess.
cycle steel cased ammo.
Well, at least it doesn't split it
Yeah.
every time you shoot it.
I gotta
That's
say though, a fluted barrel is a great sign that the base rifle doesn't work.
We could say
Huh, what can we do to increase extraction? Oh, let's cut a whole bunch of fucking chunks in chamber.
hey, Pat, we could say the same thing about the HK stuff, and that would really just
That's
turn it
exactly what I mean, sir.
That's-
HK is
yeah.
exactly.
a completely overrated platform.
over. Speaking of overrated platforms, Fluffy, how was the HMG?
For what?
Don't be mean to him while he's gonna bonk his head on some shit when we trigger him.
He's already breathing hard enough.
I know, right? HMG.
I mean, I know he's not. I know he's not a well man, but you know,
If If the SDGNs show up with fluted chambers, then we'll know.
I'm pretty much convinced at this point that we're never getting a gun.
Come on. Not
Just
with that
waiting.
attitude.
Hold on.
They're
So
waiting for everyone to.
These
Cancel.
weekly shows are my weekly reminder to go check their Facebook and see if there's any updates. So we haven't been on for like a month and a half, and I bet I can go back there and want to be anything changed.
they disabled their visitor posts.
They actually just did one in less than a month ago. So
Yeah, and it ended up being quite the shit show.
Oh yeah, it instantly, like as soon as it hits.
Now,
Bart let me know it was out there. I was like, okay.
now, Fluffy, I am your friend. Do you regret losing that $120 to me?
No, I don't care about that.
All right, so 2 hours ago, we got a post on the Firearm blog about a do-it-yourself 3D printed 12 gauge revolving shotgun.
Okay.
Okay.
Called
one
Liberator 12K.
I call it victory.
I know the guy
post that to guns.
I know the guy who does that.
Only one
Yeah.
extra screw. Victory.
Hang on, Fluff. Are you going to take it for an inaugural spin cycle? See what he did there?
Yeah.
That gun is built by a person I met a couple of times, but who is a former employee of the same place I'm also a former employee of, and
Oh, really?
we met a couple times, and I worked a lot of my project there was based on his code, and yeah, it's kind of funny, but he's a good dude.
I do see a lot of jump cuts in his video.
Yeah, he's definitely taxes or theft kind of guy, and
What are we laughing about? Taxes are theft.
No.
Right on, brother.
Further.
Actually, I had to make a post about that on gun deals because people include that in the title, and it was like ping people's word filters and stuff when they're trying to search this. It's like, knock that shit off. Be an adult. If you don't want to pay taxes, go to some place in Africa. I'm sure there's states over there that don't collect taxes.
No, you just got to declare your sovereign citizenship.
Yeah. Get your flag with the fringes on it.
Huh. That actually looks like it might be a decent little design if it was printed out of something other than plastic.
It is. It's skookum as frick. It's all overly complicated. I mean, really, what he should be doing is tube guns and full auto. But I mean, you know.
Another interesting footnote on the 3D printed stuff is that the defense distributed sub got shut down
That's
because
true.
of a post supposedly that we had on our sub that I removed afterwards. But
there is the fact that defense distributed has come up with a apparently extremely reliable Glock mag.
Yeah, that was the one
that apparently got them banned.
Was there a link directly to a file or something?
I don't know, but there's
they were saying there wasn't, but in the video they kind of gave the like one of those wink wink, Morse codes, this is where we're at thing.
Oh, well, that's not a direct link. That's a fucking video you have to interpret and write your from. Well, then if that's what they got banned for, that's bullshit.
I argue with it.
That's Forgotten Weapons now. When he does auction fucking videos, he links to the Forgotten Weapons web page for the model or whatever, and he quickly puts one up, and he also has a link on that page that goes to the auction site, right?
Yeah.
And because the terms of service says no direct links to products for sale or whatever, right? So same as Reddit. And so if they got him for like putting a link in a video that you have to look at and write down, that's fucking bullshit.
Well, I mean, Reddit has gotten a lot more into the whole.
Yeah, I still have it doesn't fit, but I still have my old Reddit Freedom from the Press shirt from like 12 fucking years ago. That was their motto back then.
It would be super awesome if we had something that wasn't full of literal racists to go to as an option.
Oh, vote? You mean vote?
Yeah. Am I going to get death threats now for calling it racist?
Probably. But
No, those guys aren't fucking watching this shit. They're too busy watching. I'm not gonna say what, but I have ideas.
that one guy from that Waco thing that one time, Alex.
Yeah.
His face. Yeah.
I'm too busy
Raw dogging.
raw dogging.
Wait, what?
Paw Patrol.
Pest.
You're not in on the joke because you don't Discord.
Yeah.
No. Well, Discord is for playing video games, and
So instead of Paw Patrol, it's Raw Patrol, and
Yeah. Somewhere I found this image of the Paw Patrol dog saying "fuck condoms" and like
with the laser strapped to his back,
yeah,
blowing up the condoms.
yeah.
And it's been a bigger meme than either of our faces.
well, excellent.
Yeah, if somebody's coming in, causing shit, it's like, do you like raw dogging? And then that's like the dog whistle for everybody to like tag them.
We travel in packs and we do it from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a victim of that more times than I care to admit.
Having it done to you from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't visit those truck stops anymore, man.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I mean,
FT as a lot lizard was not something I had ever envisioned before. But now
I didn't choose this life. This life chose me, Bart.
Yeah.
Oh man.
FC,
Like you said,
if you're being human trafficked, blink twice.
Oh, man.
Let's focus.
It's funny because he's a little icon from the thing there with the He's blinking very furiously though. We can't see it, unfortunately.
Oh, that's such a crude insult. I don't want to say it.
No. Just go ahead. Get out of your system.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Then just put it in chat.
Raw Patrol.
Anyways, so this is my at the gun shop with the girlfriend this weekend or last week, I don't know, a weekend, and we're walking around and I go and I grab this and she goes, "What the hell are you buying that for?" And I go, "Darling, it's for the internet and memes." And
Memory. Yep.
And your other project.
she just shook her head and walked away.
Account code is MEME.
Mimi.
Meme. One of them memes.
It's like, why?
Why am I making the dog jealous? Oh. Yeah,
Like,
so the
buy
dog
that for the kid.
the dog
We're back to the days of Omni pretending he has a pedal system again.
it is. But apparently the dog wanted this really bad.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Fuck you, this is mine. You growled at her, right?
I bit her.
Okay. There you go. Just put her on her back and tear her throat out symbolically and she will understand.
Oh, she's such a pushover anyway. Except, so she's got her buddy, which is the neighbor's puppy, which is a pity rot mix.
Yeah.
And it's horribly behaved in the fact that it comes out and I come home and it's sitting on my fucking front porch waiting for me to let Lady out.
Oh,
so
boy.
Lady can chase him around and pin him down and hump him.
Nice.
And
I would sign up for that as well.
To be pinned down and humped?
I love to be pinned down and humped. Absolutely. No, seriously, I don't want to always be the one who initiates shit. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
You know how lazy you are, Pest. We get it.
huh?
No.
How lazy you are. We get it.
I'm telling you. It's
By the
nice
way-
to feel wanted once in a while, that's all.
Have you turned in that Form 4 yet?
No, fuck you.
wait, you still haven't done your Form 4?
No, hang on. I beat somebody on this, and I can't remember how the hell I did it. Fucking.
That's been over a year.
Just shut
At
your mouth.
least.
Shut your mouth. Who did I beat and why? I think it was Bart, but I can't remember why.
So, just while you're on that topic,
I don't know if you beat me yet.
Stupid memory.
I just cleaned out my safe.
We said
At
memory.
work.
Memory.
I've got 4 cans in there from
Mm.
2011.
Not 5. Did I win yet?
2005.
Oof. Well,
I see you're really quiet now. What happened, bro?
No, I got cans in there. It's like, you paid me and they didn't turn in their forms, and I call them up. Hey, why haven't you turned in your forms?
Yeah, it's the
I
first.
mean, it's a thing.
It's my first machine gun since 41F. I mean, come on, like it's
Yeah.
a scary process.
I haven't bought shit since 41F. It actually performed exactly like they wanted it to.
Yeah.
I've bought 3 cans since then. I have not
Congratulations!
taken.
Where did you get your
That was like
fingerprint?
your first 3 cans, though, right?
No, I bought 3 cans since 41F, and I still
All right,
haven't
let's do
sent in
something.
my Form 4.
Ah, fuck you then. Fuck you then. You're 3 times as bad as me. I was gonna say
Hey,
then.
Mine are only cans,
I'm
not
like,
machine
wow,
guns.
we have an opportunity here. We could like tell people where do you go get your fingerprints done? Because
I do it myself. I've done my cards. I just have to send them off. It's
Man.
literally just dropping it in the mail.
I bought my stamp pad and the whole thing, and I got an inch and a half of cards. ATF, they said, how many cards would you like? I'm like, I can have as many as I want. 250, please.
That's exactly what I did. It was
And they
250
sent me like a fucking huge stack of cards that thick, and I got the cards, I got the stamp. I fucked up the first time I tried doing my fingerprints, and that scared me. So yeah, like
according to ATF regulations, your fingerprints can be done by anybody who is qualified to take them. Which also
no, I am absolutely qualified to take them, but
I've done them for people at work. About
and here's the funny
2
thing:
dozen times.
Secure Outcomes send me spam email 3 times a day, telling me how many NFA sales I'm losing because I don't have the ability to fingerprint. And I'm just like, fingerprinting is not that hard.
Yeah, I got the real pad from Amazon that cost $25 and everything.
All the guys in the Discord are just putting their fingers on their printers and scanning them.
And
then printing on the form.
Yep.
It's genius.
Yep. That way you always have it in your computer and just print it off.
Oh, I'm a moron for not thinking of that. I've got a scanner sitting right next to me. It also
but if you got like a shitty like inkjet printer, it might not get the desired resolution.
Dude, they don't fucking sit there with a jeweler's loop and check them out. It's not like they have a reference for your previous fingerprints. Oh, nope, this guy's swirl here is wrong. Gotta throw this one out.
It's almost proof that the NFA is kind of bullshit.
The limitation to inkjet technology is it doesn't do really fine stuff particularly well. Laser does.
Do I look like a motherfucker that would have an inkjet printer? Come on.
Thank you. Oh, just look at that room. Does anybody with a room like that?
Hey.
Because if you have an inkjet, it's dried up and useless. If you have a room like that and you have an inkjet, it's dried up and useless.
You know what? I haven't said this in a long time. Omni, you're right. I will concede that point.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, now that you explain it, you are absolutely 100%.
I have a fancy black and white laser printer with a scanner built into it right here, and it also includes a fax machine, but I don't have a copper line coming out of my house, so that's useless. But
yeah, I have to have a copper line coming into my house because when I need to fax stuff to ATF, that's kind of like a requirement.
Wow.
Much to my chagrin.
They should
All
have an
government
email
agencies.
Send your faxes.
No, that's illegal. That's not secure. You know.
Right.
It is not a point delivery system.
Whereas faxing is 100% foolproof.
Well, however,
it says what number it came from and everything. I don't know what your problem is.
In the medical community, faxes are considered secure, but email isn't.
Not in medical. Medical has come a very far way and is fax is considered a.
They actually understand that it's going to sit there for 13 hours on the fucking form for anybody to look at. Like,
now there are a lot of options. Now there are 0 options of sending a form other than your taxes to the IRS than the fax or mail.
Just the facts, man. Just the facts.
There's same thing with the SEC, except if it's anything outside of Edgar.
Mail is perfect because, like, you can say, "Yeah, it's in the mail." Fuck you.
Why did it take me 4 weeks?
Fucking
mail.
Sorry that other federal institution let you down.
It's not a federal institution, though.
My problem is, like, I would send mail to ATF, but the mail happened to be delivered during government shutdown time, so the odds of them getting it are pretty much zero.
I mean, government shutdown's the reason that Form 4s are taking fucking forever again.
So I actually went back and looked in the books. Do you know how long Form 4s were taking in 2017?
How long were they taking in 2017?
Take a guess. Test?
8 months.
I mean,
they took exactly as long as they took.
Yeah.
8 months. No, wait, just 17. Hang on. Did I buy anything in 17? I think I did.
10 months.
10 months.
I had like 4 stamps come back that year.
Yeah.
Any more guesses?
No, just fucking tell us a number.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
I was getting stuff back in 3, 4, 5 months. It was crazy.
Thanks, Obama. Fucker.
Stupid Obama.
2017. I mean,
that was when it was going. Hey, we're just whatever comes up. Did it work, Fluffy? Or does he have his headphones?
He has his headset on, and I can.
But he's got his hair in a bun, and he's got his hand on his hip.
It's lit up. That means the electronics working, but
he's doing that, like the washing machine initial program load, and
load letter.
He looks very angry because I've had that look on my face. What's up, Fluffy?
Hey, what's going on?
Are you gonna drag that out to a field and play die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die?
So now that you've done the IPL on your washing machine,
yes.
How's it? Is it going to hot start on us or no?
I don't know. We're gonna see.
All right.
It's got a little thing it has to go through its little dance first.
Check to make sure that you put it back together correctly.
Oh! Everybody, get out your pencil and paper and start, mapping where Fluffy's house layout is.
Did you like how I called it IPLing your washing machine?
I did like that. Yes.
Is that an aviation dork term?
No,
mainframe
old.
It's like mainframe computing, System 360.
Initial program load.
Initial program load. That's right.
Well, I'm pretty good at figuring out acronyms.
Acronyms are great.
I had to IPL an old 9121 box. That was, holy shit, that was 15 years ago.
You old.
What were you doing dicking around with that shit 15 years ago?
Making money?
Oh,
I killed our AS400. I've only been there for 11 years.
Thank fucking God.
No, I mean when your customer is fucking Citibank and everything they do is System 360, sounds like you're using System 360.
Sad. Hashtag don't use Citibank.
I mean, don't use fucking Amex either because you can't have certain characters in your password. That means something interesting.
Sounds like a reinvented wheel.
Also your password can't be more than 16 characters long.
Is that still the case?
Yeah.
Like,
at least last time I fucking spurged out in it on it in Telegram.
Amex has been good to me for a very long time, so I have no complaints. They detected fraud on my Platinum card by somebody using a clone card at a Coke machine because they knew somehow I don't drink Coke.
It's probably because it was in a completely different state.
Oh no! The guys who cloned this card, they used it at a Coke machine at like a mile and a half from my house. So
who the fuck uses a credit card and goes out and buys a fucking Coke?
You do it $1.
They knew what the billing zip was, and they knew the address, so they wanted to make the purchase in the vicinity of my house, so it wouldn't trip the anti-fraud.
Right, but nobody uses a fucking Amex at a Coke machine. So,
well, these guys did.
I know. Well,
that's why they're retards scamming credit cards instead of actually having live real jobs.
That's a very, very basic AI.
The original.
They went on an $87 shopping spree at Ross Dress for Less.
That says more about your Amex card situation than
yeah, that they let you go to Ross and go on a dress shopping spree, but as soon as you bought a Coke,
no, they killed the Ross thing too.
How did they go on the shopping spree?
No, they went to Ross and tried to buy stuff, and then Amex fraud called me up. They're like, "Are you at Ross?" And I'm like, "You guys know I don't shop there." And they're like, "Okay, we thought something was up." And I think part of the proliferation of the apps on the smartphones and everything, it knows if your phone is one place and your card is another, someplace that you haven't shopped before.
You shouldn't be giving that much information up on your phone.
You shouldn't. You know they're going to take it anyway, so if they don't take it, they're just going to buy it from Facebook. We all know that.
That was a hell of a fart.
Yeah.
But them Chick-fil-A farts.
Look at the YouTube comments right now.
Are there YouTube comments? I don't know what the hell we're doing.
I'm completely busted. I'm not going to elaborate.
And one viewer from the good old GTT days. The expert.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit. I did buy the first gun I bought since the SIG group buy today.
Yeah, when do you get that?
The SIG group buy should be coming September, October, maybe. It was 6 months from the first down payment, and then when they come in, we pay the rest of the balance.
What Fluffy should have done was just taken his HMG money, bought Amazon, waited for the stock to go up, and then just taken that money and just bought 15 SIG.
It didn't go up that much in that short time. Come on.
It kind of did.
He did the math on it already. And Amazon stock isn't like isn't something I would have. Yeah. There's other stuff you can buy that has a higher margin, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. 2020 vision rearward is always better. Something. I don't know where to go with that, but
hindsight is 2020.
Yes, there you go.
It's a complicated one.
That was a struggle. I was waiting how long someone would put that together.
Does hindsight have to do with staring at butts?
Yes, it does.
Mulatto butts.
I squint pretty hard. Oh, you went there. Okay.
Anybody been watching Archer? 1990.
Yeah, I'm 2 episodes behind.
I'm hemming and hawing over it. It's better than Noir, but
yeah,
I don't think it's as good as Vice.
Right. So the classic Archer is the first few seasons.
Classic Archer is Mulatto Butts, Fort Kick-Ass, Midnight Ron.
There's a point where a show reaches either, it's been on too long where they run out of stuff and it's just not that funny anymore. The jokes are kind of forced, and
they did take a good way of trying to extend that without being terrible in the having the the mini seasons.
Cheryl.
My theory on this is that the person who strives to create such an awesome series has only so many ideas stored up by the time they become able to actually make it go, and they get the thing sold and produced, and then after that they get signed for more seasons, and they have to come up with shit faster than like probably 10 years it took of thinking about it before it actually became a thing, right? And so then you end up with
they had all these plots and ideas and stuff just stored up.
And then
bang, 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 bang. And also, holy fuck, we got to keep doing this.
I mean, basically,
wait, and also, holy fuck, our ship's named ISIS. And
yeah,
that was also they handled it okay-ish. You know, they just blew up the building.
But at a certain point, that the well is run dry, and that's it. Once the well goes, that's it.
When the Islamic State came about, that's when
Archer kind of started having
they
to
pivoted away from their
That's when their Cliff Burton
into space and into country music and
drug
pirate islands.
Yeah, that's when they're
lots and lots of cocaine.
Right.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Let me tell you.
Outlaw country.
Woo! Where was I going with this? Oh, yes. More shows need to be of the gloriness that is Babylon 5. It was written with a beginning, middle, and an end. It came on the air with the idea that we are only going to do 6 seasons. They did 5, but that was because A, they had to deal with the UPN buyout, or UPN going... Wait, UPN becoming a thing because it was... Fuck. God damn it, now I'm conflating my 90s...
You're the only one that watched it,
Oh, Babylon 5 was great, though. It's probably one of the best sci-fi. It could easily be a remastered show and get away with it if they just redid the space parts.
But I personally identify with Wesley Crusher, so your show's dumb and my show is awesome.
I watched them both because they were both great.
That's weird of you to do that, but okay.
Oh yeah, it's weird to like more than one sci-fi.
I'm kidding.
I know. Oh, we saw the AR. The one thing that we didn't cover is we saw ARs under $300 complete.
Oh yeah, that was pretty amazing when we saw that. I didn't act on it at all.
I was debating on it, but then I didn't because I literally have 15 ARs now that are built in functional firearms.
Sorry, I'm getting raked across the coals by the guy I bought the AM-180 from.
Is he watching?
Is he watching?
I told you to look at the YouTube comments.
Okay, that's actually pretty fucking funny. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Eventually, at some point in the future, that's not now, Pest will totally send in his paperwork.
Somebody did something worse than that, though. Damn it! And I can't remember who it was, and I'll remember at some point. But
anyway. Like I've got 3 cans sitting at the fucking SOT because.
Yeah, but that's cans. That's not. But still, yes.
Oh! Hey, you were the one that said that it was the same, and then I said, "But it's just cans."
I've got 3 cans.
Wait, why am I?
Oh, yeah! Infidel has a free silencer that he won at this event right here on my hat
in 16,
and he hasn't done shit with it yet.
Oof.
Yeah, like.
Oof.
Yeah, like free can. Just gotta
$200 can. All you gotta do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't one of you guys, but.
And he still. They still haven't. They haven't fucked him over on it, have they?
Oh, he's got a bearer bond that delivers it. Yeah, they in the prize thing there with the
Nice. He should do it before the company goes under.
Probably, yeah.
Because that's a distinct possibility.
so that means you'll be sending it in by Christmas 20XX. Oh, definitely.
I think that was a subtle hint to be Christmas
I
2019.
don't understand why he's so upset. I mean, he's got my money already, so and the gun still.
But he's got the liability still.
Mm.
Well, hold
Yeah,
on. You would think that because
but if I never send the Form 4 and he's like got the money and the gun, and
it's on the books, but it doesn't have to be insured. He's already got the money.
Well, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Well said, sir.
Ooh, excuse me.
Good thing. He's from the Finger Lakes. That's the best Saturday Night Live sketch ever, by the way. The Lawrence Welk Show spinoff with Kirsten Wiig. He's awesome.
What the hell do you want?
Showing off your
Want to
pussy.
see my
huh?
pussy?
That's a nice one you got there.
Yeah, he's gotten much less fat. He's been losing weight.
He's been in the outdoor woods recently.
He weighs himself every morning. It's really annoying because you go take a shit and the cat will sit right on the scale right in front of you, and then
they are exceedingly curious about what the hell you're doing in that bathroom.
Oh yeah.
But my phone gets uploads from the scale because it's a Fitbit scale, and so I've got all of these like 12, 13 pound.
Oh, you have an Internet of Shit scale?
Yes.
Nice.
It's actually kind of funny.
Well, as long as it factors into your average, it's a good thing.
I have a manual double beam balance scale because that's how fat I am.
Well, then, if you're really fat, wouldn't it need to be triple beam?
No, we don't care about the decimals.
Yeah. The number of beams is how precise you want to be, not that.
The joke is he's so fat he needs another beam that.
That's not how beams work, though, so it fails.
It's like when I was at the gun club and like the 5-stand people said, yeah, one of our machines broke. We don't know if we're gonna get it fixed. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it fixed before the big match. And someone was like, what happens if you can't get it fixed? And I was like, then you're shooting 4-stand. And everyone laughed. Even though it didn't make sense, it's called a joke, guys. God, I fucking hate you.
Do you know what happens?
Did everyone clap too?
Shut up.
Of course they did.
You guys are
clapped. The silence is clapped.
We were just being mean there. That's a good story.
Hey,
mean.
Hey, Pat McGroin. Jokes are like frogs.
Their butts watertight?
No. They're dead if you have to dissect them.
Oh.
Yeah. Or they could be like organs and transplant. If it takes you 20 minutes to tell the joke, it's already fucking gone.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't understand.
We're not funny. We're not even appropriately not funny. We're just not funny. Holy shit. God damn it. PSA actually made the alien probe lower, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
All it takes is an engraving thingamajig there.
They do it all the time.
All it takes is their... Yeah, they just grab a meme.
Did they ever make the anti-gun deals one?
No.
Oh, did that never come off
Not
the
that
concept?
I saw. I don't think so. If it did, it'd be news to me, but
they really
I take 2 weeks off from the internet and I come back, I'm like, what the fuck is this AR-15 shit?
Oh, man. Why is everything on fire?
Area 51 shit.
Oh, that.
Yeah, dyslexia strikes again.
The kids who never leave their basement are going to do a Naruto run, too.
Oh, God.
They're going to charge Croom Lake.
Good luck with that.
They can't shoot us all.
Bart, we really put that in stereo, didn't we, buddy?
Well, to be fair, technically they wouldn't have to shoot them.
To be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you only have to shoot one of them to get your point across. The rest of them will probably
To be fair, it's like, like 25 miles from the fence to like the nearest building, so they just die on the run in.
Yeah. They start tracking you long before you reach where you think the edge of the thing is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they have these things that fly through the air that surveil things. I mean, we don't have that kind of technology, right?
No, they don't do that at
Pedo Island or whatever.
They don't fly drones around Groom Lake though.
They don't have to.
It's completely flat, and all they need are cameras, like they have on towers.
Maybe that's what they want you to think.
Right.
No, literally, people sit there and watch everything that goes up and out of that base because they're insane.
That's what
literally insane people
believe.
That's right. Those people are actually stooges for the government.
This is literally stooges.
All right, I'm gonna clean my ooze.
Scan my fingerprints. I can scan my fingerprints.
Make sure I'm not flooding my laundry.
Oh, yeah. You're. Did you have to replace any gaskets or O-rings or anything? Oh.
Did it make noise? It must have made noise.
You done RUNNOFT. He hit cycle start and wandered off.
The people would be much smarter if they just decided to, catch a ride on Janet Airlines.
That is, if Janet sold tickets.
I didn't say that they had to buy a ticket. They just have to get a ride on Janet.
Hijacking.
I'm not saying that because remember, we want to be on the missile list, not the terrorist list.
Well, it's not a missile. I mean, come on. Nobody uses alcohol.
How do you think it'd be a drone strike? Come on now.
No, but if they all sapped into it independently, I don't think they're equipped to deal with thousands of sappers at the same time. I mean, they have.
Is that a polite way of saying suicide bombers?
No, sappers.
Okay.
Sapping is to.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Well, no, I think the traditional definition of a sapper is to dig a tunnel and then build a bomb or whatever and things like that. But
and then not die.
But hold on,
it's usually it's anybody that sappers breach anybody that breaches a fortification.
Right, exactly what I'm talking about.
Traditionally,
you're really fast at Googling. Okay.
How am I Googling? With my brain?
I don't know. Magically with your internet of shit.
System. Google it.
Okay, Omni. What's a sapper?
It's somebody that penetrates a fortification. Probably traditionally would have been, somebody carrying either the siege ladder or a tunneler, but it is now probably more
also
recently
includes bridge building according to Wikipedia. So
I suppose bridge building would be important because moats. But traditionally now it means somebody that it's a combat engineer that handles explosives.
Sure. But
how close am I? I'm retarded.
Breaching fortifications, demolitions, bridge building, laying or clearing minefields, preparing field defenses, as well as working on.
They're combat engineers.
Somebody who penetrates fortifications, which is exactly what we're talking about, which means dig tunnels underground. Boom.
Okay. I thought you were just being cheeky and just calling them all bombers.
No.
Okay.
Sappers.
Fair enough. No, so I do this shit at trivia night, and I'll just be sitting there thinking of a question over and over and over, and then inappropriately I'll start shouting out the answer because I'll remember it, and everybody in my trivia team has to turn around and yell at me to shut the fuck up because I'm saying it too loudly and people will hear. Apparently that's a thing.
Sounds like a good team. Good team. I can see that. You have lots of fun?
Are you getting a...
What?
He's having someone do a crayon rubbing of his penis right now.
I think there's a new wrinkle. Can you verify for me?
First things first, it's not crayon, it's charcoal.
Mm.
But
You're
no,
sketching your penis
I'm cleaning my Uzi right now.
with charcoal.
No,
But who is the lady in the background?
What lady?
It sounded like a woman.
Guys,
Cucumber water for customer only.
This is me we're talking about. There's no women in my house.
I thought it might have been the cleaning lady.
You think I have a cleaning lady? I'm gonna die alone.
Well, I mean, not with that attitude, or with.
You just gotta make sure that the gals find you
handy,
handsome and handy.
Just handy.
Yeah.
or just play hard to want, because that
There
seems to
you
work.
go. That's what I recommend. Playing hard.
I've been playing hard to want for a long time, and that hasn't been working. So
Try hard. Not with that attitude.
I'm gonna have to change my strategy, guys.
Oh, boy.
Clean this Uzi.
Well, I don't know what else we got to talk about.
Are you trying to end this thing?
No, I'm trying to. Wait.
Oh, you're trying to revive it.
Why the hell is somebody deciding to not buy a wasser for $400? You buy a wasser for $400.
Yeah, that's like buying a running car with air conditioning for $500. You buy it.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Speaking of wassers,
it's the B man. He's just trying to, I don't know, do his H brag thing that he does, because I don't know why he does that, but whatever.
I bought a wasser for pretty damn cheap.
It's a genuine wasser brand wasser.
Yep.
So you got a wasser brand wasser for how much, Mommy?
Well, I got a bunch of shit with it. 500 rounds, 9 mags, a drum mag, a bayo. It's even got a cleaning rod and a cleaning kit.
Are all the magazines nerve damage magazines?
Sadly, yes. Well, the ones that aren't like PMags.
Okay.
And then 500 rounds of ammo.
That muzzle device, though.
What's wrong with that?
Is it threaded at least?
Oh yeah, it's the actual one.
The slant.
Yeah. But anyways, it was $800.
All right.
It had a drum.
I got this no letter post sample for 12. So
last AK I bought was an Arsenal for $850.
That's a steal of a deal. Good job, Bart.
Yeah, see, there you go, Bart. I've got threads. It's just focused on fucking, FC and his incessant. Fuck.
Sorry. I didn't realize my Uzi cleaning was that loud. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, you dumbass fucking American idiot! Why is my muzzle device not going on every time? Why does it keep dropping every time I go to thread it on? Because it's fucking left-handed threads, you dumbass.
Duh, like AK. Do you AK? Do you even AK, bro?
Yeah, I don't AK. I have nearly as many AKs as I do ARs now.
Whoa, wow.
So like 4 each.
That's a weird flex, but
15.
Okay. Oh, I think I do too, but they're all in kit form, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't yours just parts kits?
I got the one good one, and then the other ones. So I have 4 built AKs.
I have a 74 3 Wassers, a PSA AK,
Really?
and a C39 V2. I need a crink.
I have an NHM 90 and an NHM 91.
And you have the one that matters, and you win.
I wasn't doing that. The other one is an under. My actual flex here is it's an underfolder AK-74.
Is it a 74?
Yeah, so the only gun I built myself. Yeah.
Oh, right. Your actual semi-auto. I thought you actually set the other one off for rebuild.
No, not yet.
Have you decided what you want to rebuild it into yet?
No, it's a it's a very big decision to make.
It is kind of a big decision because it's it's some money.
Yeah.
Well, it's money to do, and it's
but it's a couple of grand or whatever to get it done. But yeah, that's not the question. The question is what fucking caliber to do it in, because 5.45 would be great, but ammo's not that hard. But I see you did that there. Yes.
The nice thing would be to get myself a nice crink, but
yeah. So this is gonna be a flex too, but I've got
you got the Tula kit sitting in your goddamn fucking
and the registered fucking completely done receiver from 74 LLC and the barrel and everything all set to go.
I know you do.
Stamped, done, and the whole thing. Not built it yet. Nope. Couldn't just send it to somebody and get it built. Nope.
Can I be in your will?
That's the worst one. That's actually worse than no, it's not worse than the machine gun. I haven't fucking found the form.
No, nothing quite is, because it's literally just sending in $200 to get literally the coolest rimfire machine gun, I think, personally.
I agree.
In existence. So other than maybe
I would like
really
a
good 1022.
Neural 22. Neural
Yeah.
1022 also.
That would be really awesome. But outside of that, that is easily the best rimfire machine gun.
Fluffy done RUN and OFT.
Yeah. I think that his tank might have cracked or something. The tub's cracked. Oh shit!
Never understood the water. Why would you want a front-loading washing machine unless you're a laundromat? But
I am with Pest. I'm not a fan of the front loaders. Just it's strange and scary to me.
I'm just a cheap ass motherfucker, and I refuse to spend, $2,000 on a.
I am not spending the price of a decent used car on something to wash my clothes.
My empirical evidence is that the 25-year-old Whirlpool's regular
works fine.
Works actually better than the new ones, because I've had to replace a motor coupler, some kind of damn a motor. Wait, did I replace the motor? No.
Probably a start cap.
So the lid switch, the motor coupler, and some other critter down there.
Hold on, Pest. You replaced your lid switch. Knowing you, I figured you'd do what I did and just hotwire that fucker and just call it a day.
Oh, I appreciate the lid switch.
No.
But I also don't drop the lid.
I run my washing machine with the lid open. I don't give a shit.
Just put a cork in it.
It's a butter knife or plastic butter knife.
Here's the thing, though. I don't have to bypass the lid switch as long as
No. You pull the
doodad off the lid.
You pull the clips that take the whole front cabinet off, so literally the front fell off, and then you just take the switch. You just unhook the switch that's bad, and then you just wire everything together with some electrical tape and some wire nuts, and then you put the switch back in. Voila, you're back in business.
Yeah, the old ones are easy. 2 screws and Bob's your uncle. If everything comes apart, and all you gotta do is wallow around on the ground a little bit and coax parts into it.
I fixed my washer 10 years ago. Just needed a new start cap, and I was back in business. Mm-hmm. Been running great since. Everyone on Facebook said I couldn't do it, but I showed them.
My fancy super quiet LG dishwasher is the most bullshit appliance in this fucking house, and I fucking hate it. But there it is. Don't buy LG, kids.
Isn't Fluffy's washer an LG?
Yes, it's the exact same one. It's the exact same model as mine.
Sorry.
How do you like it, Bart?
It's a washer. It works fine. Yeah.
All right. I got my Whirlpool. I'm happy with it.
I had to run upstairs quick because my daughter came down a little bit ago. Said, "Oh, my tooth is loose." Okay, go upstairs. You'll be fine. Comes back later. Oh, my tooth's out.
Okay.
Because she went upstairs and just said,
Yeah.
You just gotta get some dental floss, tie a bowl in, and strap that thing to a doorknob and give it a good yank.
You just pull them out with your fingers.
Just keep wiggling it incessantly until it goes away.
You got to do the doorknob trick. I mean, that's how you teach these kids.
I got doorknobbed a few times as a young.
So what's your going rate for when you go raid the pillow tonight?
I have that checkbook of $2 bills I was pulling out.
That's right.
Nice. That's pretty awesome.
But they know they're full of shit because sometimes I forget and they're like, my money wasn't there.
Here's a 20.
But when I went out to go get breakfast, I came back and it was there. So my kids already know it's tooth fairy is bullshit.
I just like keeping my money clip full of.
But it's nice that they're holding you to the bit. So
Yeah,
I mean it's free money.
Yeah.
It occurs to me that a book of $2 bills would be a good way to be unique at the slots in Vegas.
If you go to Cosmo, you can get checkbooks of $102 bills or $100 bills.
What do they charge for the checkbook of $102 bills?
Just straight up with the cost.
Really?
Really? Because they charge double for a pack of fucking Camels at
the yeah. No, it just costs. It's $200 for the $2 ones, and
could you imagine?
All right, a notepad of $100 bills. Yeah,
this is going to be some dark humor,
yeah,
but could you imagine the shitstorm that would ensue from banning smoking in casinos in Vegas?
Oh dear God, there would be a full scale. Like if you think that Storm Area 51 thing is big. Banning smoking in Las Vegas, holy shit! That's like a whole.
Depends on where you're at. On Fremont Street, they'd have a huge fucking cow. And fucking on the Strip, they wouldn't care so much because not that many people smoke anymore.
Are you kidding me?
The only people that really smoke like chain smokers are either like the people that are there and not really staying there.
Gambling,
no, the only people they'd care about that are still degenerate smokers are the Chinese, the Asians that come in and gamble big. Those are the ones that smoke anymore. Right. Nobody else smokes.
The poors who smoke, fuck them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was huffing up a storm when I was gambling like an idiot up there.
Yeah.
Every day is Friday in Vegas. How'd it go, Fluffy?
I did not flood my laundry.
Nice.
But I also did not fix the problem.
Okay. All right. Well, better luck next time, buddy.
Gave it college try. Throw them away. Buy new ones. I'm an American.
You just have to get one, though. You don't have to get both of them.
Nah, I can't get one. You might as well get both. You want them to match.
I think last time I bought the motor and the coupler just in case it was one or the other. It turned out just to be the coupler, but so I got a motor still for when that goes.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna look it up. Everything was pointing towards it was the pump that was bad. When I brought it out, the rotor was real sloppy in it, so I could see it not working. But it's not even turning on. I don't even hear like before. I would hear the pump running. It would like try to run, and it would be like, "Rrr." And now it's not even doing that.
Oh, you got a connector not connected.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but maybe.
Well, you did button it up before you knew it worked, so
Well, you kind of have to button up button it up to find out. You can't run it, with the front off. That doesn't work.
Oh, oh, sweet Tuesday's child, whatever the fuck.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. Tuesday, summer, whatever. Yeah.
So should we chop this shit down at 10:30?
8:28.
Close to the end. Yeah.
This is the end. My only friend. The end.
Where'd Nom
That's
go?
a
He
fucking
fucked up.
connector. I'm gonna be so pissed.
It's always a connector, bro.
Sometimes it's worth it to actually pay the the guy that's qualified and trained to do it to come out.
Fuck that guy.
No, that guy comes out and he's like, he's in there and back out again in 5 seconds, and he's got the problem solved because he knows what the hell he's doing. It's just,
We had a whole bunch of shit there.
$100.
Yeah, for something that old, it doesn't make sense. We had a fridge that went bad on us, but it was still under warranty. So every time the guy came out, it was still covered. So that made sense for us at the time. But
yeah, but that gets annoying fast.
Fridges are sketchy too because I mean, they either work for 30 years or they don't, right? And when they don't, it's a thing you can't really do unless.
Yeah, and you got to throw out every single piece of food in the fridge because by the time you know something's wrong, everything's bad.
Okay, so here's how we know you're a bachelor. You got to have 2 fridges, bro.
Yeah, one in the garage.
No, one in the other part of the exactly. Like one's for stuff and the other's for other stuff.
I think we have 4 fridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pleb tier only got 2.
I have 2, and like one is just for the groceries that I'm too lazy to bring it in the house. I just just shove it in the garage fridge. Done.
That's fine.
We've had the repair guy out, I think, 4 fucking times for a dishwasher.
That's got to be annoying.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they have a problem with these. The control panels get wet. I'm like, really?
No,
dishwasher.
man.
You think? It's like the control panel on my oven. Yeah, these things go bad when they get hot. Really?
Adverse environment. What the hell? Why?
Only when you turn the oven on, which is 2-3 times a year tops.
I have a fancy Bosch oven, and we bought it from the store where you buy the first time place kind of things there, and it was super cheap. But the time has never been correct on it. I don't care why. When the time comes, I'm gonna put a really fancy black piece of tape that I cut out with a scalpel, with using a template, and cover the time so that the people who buy the thing never have anything to bitch about, because nobody needs to know what time it is on their oven anymore.
Actually, yeah, you do when you program your oven to say, hey, to turn this roast off at such and such time.
It doesn't do the turn it off at such and such time, so therefore your phone is a better timer than the oven timer.
Oh yeah, no, my thing, I can put the roast in, say, hey, crank it up to 325, turn the convection fan on, and in 3 hours and 14 minutes, turn off, and it'll do exactly that.
Huh? Go figure.
Mm.
It's all ball bearings nowadays.
Yeah.
Yep, Omni's here. They'll take a shift.
What happened? I had to go.
Fluffy's going back to fuck with the washer.
We're going to P shifts.
Oh.
Once one gets down, that person got to go.
I think Omni was pooping.
I was pooping.
Yeah.
Did the toilet get? It's not picking up my voice, but it picked up the toilet.
No, I just assumed you were gone long enough to be pooping.
Oh yeah, I was pooping. And I remember to grab the to go with the.
Which kind of Makarov is that? Is it East German or West German?
This one is Russian commercial.
They made a high capacity one. Those are kind of cool.
But this is the shitter gun.
Oh, I see.
Actually, it's the cubby hole by the shitter, but just saying.
Blat.
I'm gonna have to start fucking picking all this shit up. I'm gonna have to take an actual inventory.
Yeah. Oh, there's that. Yeah.
I haven't done that for like 2 years. I need to update my sheet.
Yeah, but you're not bad and leave them laying around the house.
Well, terrible.
When I went to Vegas, I had to put my machine guns away because they hadn't been put away since Big Sandy.
Because they were just laying around?
Right by the front door.
At least take them away from the front door.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's key.
With a sign on them that said expensive machine guns.
But if you stole one, it would be like completely worthless. It's a felony. It's not worth fuck all because it's just an AK or an M16 or whatever. But like,
no, it would end up
that's
just
the scariest part about having your.
Some shithead would sell it out of a trunk for $500.
This thing is worth this much money to me, but to you, it's actually a felony and worse.
Well, it's a worse felony.
Yeah,
because it's already a felony to steal a firearm.
Right. Oh, right.
Is it a worse felony?
It is it would be an additional charge because theft of a firearm and then it would be a bunch of additional.
Would it be a sentence enhancer?
It would be because it also would be a
it's kind of like right?
It would be additives.
Yep.
Because it would also be felony grand larceny.
Possession of a stolen firearm, grand larceny, plus also possession.
It would be an illegal machine gun, though.
Of an illegal machine gun or whatever. Yeah, it would be. It's not unregistered.
But the worst part,
lots of years.
Oh, illegal transfer of a yeah.
But what could also be really bad is that that state might destroy it.
But meanwhile, on the market, it's worth $50 because it's an M16 or whatever, right? Which is
in Philadelphia, it's worth $50.
ARs are worth $300 now, as we've established.
Fuck, you got it.
Yeah.
Coming to America.
Excuse me, trading places.
Oh, trading places. That's right.
I've never actually taken this magazine apart.
My grandchild came to see me.
We got anything else that has recently come up that
something about guns?
At this point, it doesn't have to be about guns.
Kel-Tec CP33 is the greatest gun ever made.
I am I'm kicking myself for not grabbing one of those because I should have grabbed one.
Guy in the garage has a collapsible pistol
brace. Yeah, I was going to say it shouldn't be that hard to make a collapsible brace for that. And now I really kind of want to.
There's a YouTube channel called Guy in a Garage. He's actually selling one. It's got carbon fiber spars, some kind of a doodad that makes it attached to the gun, and it takes the fancy the
actual genuine brace that actually works out of any of them.
The tail hook.
Yeah. It actually works.
You know what the funny thing is? In 20 years, people are going to be like, man, those Kel-Tecs are great guns. And then Colt's going to be like owned by somebody like Springfield Armory. It takes their name and just drags it through the shit. More than they did.
They made a fucking another snake, the fucking King Cobra.
Yep.
Oh boy.
To be fair, the King Cobra one was the one that I said that they should have brought back.
Except without the casting marks, right?
Well, casting a screw hole in two parts, and it doesn't line up ever. And like, fucking, come on, just fucking put the parts together and then drill the screw hole, and we won't have to make fun of you this much, fucking Colt.
But no one will pay you that. No one will pay $1,600 for a.
Sure, they will. They're paying
a craftsman to finally drill.
If they made that gun the same as they made the old ones, it would be worth the same as the old ones are worth.
Maybe they don't want it. Maybe somebody there, one of their designers has a whole stockpile of them, and he's like, that's my retirement fund, bud.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
I'm not gonna fuck with it. Just like those people that have machine guns that say, "Oh, we don't need to open up the registry."
Mm-hmm. The guy who was polishing for his whole life bought a whole bunch of them in the 70s when they were $300, pythons or whatever. Yeah, taking one home this week because I can. And but I mean, pythons are $2,000 now, right?
At least sometimes.
Yeah.
I've seen the fucking 38 targets go for that much.
You would think that coal, like, so when you've like stopped producing them for this long, you could resume production of the same fucking gun and still compete with the collector price on them. Like, if you can't make money off a $2,000 revolver, you're failing at fucking production. Like,
but didn't they also have the issue where they couldn't find any of the old people either?
I mean, come on,
it's like trying to fly a Saturn V rocket again. It's not going to happen.
Man, I went to Evergreen, and they've got the parts for one because they're building a display for it. And fuck.
Wait, what? I missed the.
Saturn V rocket.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah.
But they've also got a Titan II that just makes you feel.
Saturn V's fucking monstrous, right?
Yeah. Oh God.
Huge.
One of the biggest rockets besides the Russians. That
version that blew up twice.
Yeah.
Twice. I think it was only twice that blew up.
They stopped making it.
They still have. I want to go to Russia just to go through old abandoned fucking buildings, like their space program.
Just go to Chernobyl.
I don't want to go. I want to go to whatchamacallit, Kazakhstan, to go through all the old space agency buildings.
5 Rocketdyne F1 engines, which we have recently learned are basically a V2 engine, basically. Where the turbo pump is run by the sorry, I know. I've learned about this, and the F1 engine is basically a V2 rocket engine that has been changed to run the turbo pump is run by the fuel and oxidizer generating the gas instead of some separate thingamajig generating steam from. Yeah, I'm convincing. I'm sure I'm convincing right now.
Potassium permanganate.
Sodium permanganate. Yeah, yep, exactly.
And H2O2.
Yeah.
80%.
Yes. The strong
laser
stuff.
guiding. Laser guidance.
Laser?
Yeah.
They didn't have lasers in there.
No, I'm talking about our improvements to the V2.
Oh, sure, yeah. It's hilarious.
Any last words?
Titties.
Titties and beer.
I agree with titties. Let's go with titties.
Titties it is. Till next week,
I read this
maybe.
Next Thursday. Next Thursday.
It's been proven that the best titties are the ones that are 55% below the nipple and 45% above the nipple. So it's 5545 or 4555, something like that.
That seems like in the best titties are the ones that are smashed in my face. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
For being
whatever
picky.
titties I can touch are the best titties.
I touched a boob.
Oh wait, we're still live. Shit.
Night, everyone. Bye bye.